Hello, friends. Hello. How are you all doing? It's good to see you, Jason and David and Expat Dreamer and Matt. Now, I don't know if you guys have any sound dampening devices. There may become times in this video where you might need to put something over your ears because I do get loud. I may get loud. A Flash. No, I am the bona fide Jeff Word. I'm surprised anybody would ever want to imitate me, but that is part of the discussion this evening. This live is about scammers and narcissists and depression. So we're going to get in all the stuff. Yes, producer Jill, depression is going to show up. Hey, Ron, evening, book talk. Received my long collection by Centipede today, a Centipede box. Makes any day a good day. Yes, it does. It does for sure. I'm glad to see that. Good to see you, Mitch. Glad you're here. That does. It's a balm to any sort of burn that you may have felt in the book collecting community. And Centipede is on the docket today to talk about. We could talk about Centipede, but I just think there's other things that I need to address. Right off the top. And, yes, let's talk about Jimmy Stevens. Earlier in the week, somebody messaged me and said, "Hey, Jeff, is this you selling your books?" I'm like, no, it's probably not me, unless it's producer Jill who wanted to sell my collection behind my back, which is possible. It's possible. She would do that, maybe. No, I don't think so. Hello, Cat House. Good to see you. And I looked into it, and this person took my logo, the Jeff Word logo, and all my images off of Instagram and started trying to sell my books on Instagram and created a Jeff Terry bookstore. This is a guy I bounced out of SST. Hey, Peter, good to see you. I bounced him out of SST Suntup. I pulled the trigger on the guy real quick at Suntup because he was using someone else's images off of eBay to sell a book, and he was trying to sell a certain number that was also the book that was on eBay for $900 cheaper than the book on eBay to someone. And I told them, if you think the deal's too good to be true, it is, and nobody's going to give you a $900 discount because you're going to buy it from them directly instead of off eBay. Because usually people do give a discount if you circumvent eBay and you buy direct from them because they don't have to pay eBay fees. But eBay fees never total $900 on a book sale. Not yet, anyway. I mean, they will. They will. So they they were using my name after I bounced them, and they couldn't get anywhere on Facebook and all. And there's a Facebook collectible book scammers group that the admins belong to. So we all talked, and we got the guy gone. Bye-bye. Yesterday's news. And so he had no choice but to then steal my identity and try to sell my books, my 23s. No, I'm not selling you a book. So we called him out. We blew the whistle. We said, hey, get the hell out of here. Get out of town, you scammer, and take your snake oil somewhere else. And so all he did in this day and age, you just change the name. So he took Signed Limited Awesome, which is a Facebook group, and he created a Signed Limited bookstore, and he was still using my photos. So everybody repeated them. So that was annoying. That was really bad. I thought that would be the most annoying thing I'd have to talk about today, but it's not. It's not. That chiz said, oh, I see you're eating a shit burger. I'll be the chiz on the shit burger to make it a cheeseburger. Oh, Duff Bucket, I can't do this without some sort of truth loosener. So I need that Duff Bucket to bring in some magic. So anyway, that's a scammer. Don't buy anything from Jimmy Stevens or Steven. The fuzzy testicles in the shot. Let me move it down. We got to move it down. Oh, the fuzzy testicle. Okay, hold on. Okay, we got him out of this shot. Just chat. Hold on a second. Yes, he does sound like a grade A heel. Jason received his centipede box today. A Lafferty Volume 3 off the Scratch Dent page, and it showed up. Hope it was not too scratched or too dented. And Mitch almost had him on that Blood Meridian. Mitch was working out an awesome deal with Jimmy Stevens to exchange $300 worth of beer for a Blood Meridian discount. That was a good. I love that trolling. Troll those scammers. So Sherry's saying hello to the great people. Thank you, Peter and Ron. That happened. You know, it's kind of creepy having someone steal your name. It's creepy. It's weird. But you know what? The Duff Bucket's gonna make it all better. The Duff Bucket. There's a little. What have you got for me today, Magic Duff Bucket? You have a letter in there, which now I got to move some stuff out of the way. So what is this? So this is 5 decades of drinks. This is my birth month. August is my birth month. Don't tell Jimmy Stevens, because then he's going to steal that information. He's going to get his social security number, all that. But yes, this is my birth month. So what we have is 5 decades of drinks, starting with the year I was born, which is 1972. I know, I'm creaky, I'm old. 5 decades is 50. So it's a big month for me. So I'm going to be drinking the most popular drinks of each decade. Because there's 5. Okay, so there are 5 Mondays in August. So we're going to do a drink for every decade. And we're going to start with 1972. And it's going to wrap up in the 2020s. So the first one we have is a Tequila Sunrise. This is the most popular drink of 1972. The Tequila Sunrise. This 1970 zesty citrus version of the Tequila Sunrise looks the part and comes with a sweet treat at the bottom of the glass. So let's look at this baby. Producer Jill made this happen. Tequila Sunrise right here. Cheers. Thank you, Producer Jill. This is very sweet. Oh, the history. I got to read the history. The history is a variation on the original 1930s Tequila Sunrise created in 1970 by Bobby Robert Zoloff. I'm sorry, Lozoff. That's funny, but it sounds like Zoloff. When a rookie 22-year-old bartender working at the Trident in Sausalito, California. Sausalito might have a Big Lebowski tie-in. I don't know. The Trident was popular with rock and roll stars, and one Monday night in June 1972, when the Trident was normally closed, it was the venue for an intimate Rolling Stones American Tour kickoff party. While Mick Jagger was at the bar waiting for Lozoff to make the margarita he just ordered, Lozoff asked if he had ever tried a Tequila Sunrise. Jagger replied, No. So Lozoff made one of his signature drinks. Jagger loved the taste, and it was simple enough for the band to make while on tour. In Chapter 9 of Keith Richards' 2010 book, Life, he says the 72 tour was known by other names, the Cocaine and Tequila Sunrise Tour. That's awesome. The drink's notoriety led its being printed on the back label of Jose Cuervo bottles. Then in April 1973, the Eagles released their song, Tequila Sunrise. So, you know, that is also, the Eagles also have their Big Lebowski tie-in. Not as favorable in the parlance of our times. But cheers to Producer Jill and the Tequila Sunrise for my birth year, 1972. Old man. Old man. So cheers. Thank you all. I'm a celebrity. Yeah, the trolls out there are, oh, that's delicious, Producer Jill. Tequila Sunrise. I'm going to be slurring my words as I talk about the chiz. Well, we should do that first, right? Because I'll mellow if I drink too much, and then I won't be like, I won't have that edge. I won't have that, Philip's here. Now it's a party. Flash wants one too, Jill. Happy birthday. Thank you. Hello, Philip. Tequila Sunrise was a good movie. Never saw it. Thank you. I was at Tequila Sunrise. You were a tequila? Oh, he wants. He wants. A round for all, producer Jill. Yes. It's just the beginning. This is the first tequila sunrise. Now, I might seductively eat these cherries off of here, but it'll be a little inappropriate and probably uncomfortable. I told producer Jill, um, I did a video, an unboxing earlier, and I talked about being covered in ticks and that I had ticks on my nipples instead of nipples. And she said, please don't talk about nipples anymore. And I said, but Jill, my discomfort is my brand. If we had to do a brand pyramid and I had to talk about my attributes, discomfort and awkwardness would be on there. Nipples. Philip, I'm talking about you tonight too. So let's talk about the chiz. I thought having my identity stolen for fun and profit would be the worst thing to happen to me this week, but that's not the case. So we all know that this book, the Southern Reach trilogy, turned into the Reach Around trilogy, because we all got screwed. We were promised beautiful luxe end papers, and we got that. We were promised bonus content we didn't get. And, there were some people talking about the signature being a little, lackluster, right? Now, I will make a case that Jeff Vandermeer, there's precedent for Jeff Vanderveer. Wow, Mandeveer. That was like 3 sips of a tequila sunrise, Jill. There's precedent for Jeff Vandermeer to be phoning in a signature. So that's his signature in my independent store, Dead Astronauts, that I got at his place in Tallahassee, I believe, Midtown Reader. And that's his signature. So, that one falls squarely on Jeff Vandermeer. He didn't do such a great job on the signature page. That's fine. I again, unless they're forged and fake signatures, I don't judge an author's signature. That's how he signed it. He actually had better signatures on this edition, other copies of this edition that somebody shared. So that's kind of fun that he had more detailed signatures. And so we're missing the bonus content. We don't have the end sheets that we were promised. And YouTube does ban nipples. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm already wasted. So that's the case, right? But then it turns out, and I have a bookmark here, that the book has defects in it. So on several pages, I don't know if you can even pick it up. There's a crease right here. I don't know if you could see it. It probably won't show up that well, but right here on several pages, there's a crease. I probably wouldn't have noticed it, but you know how collectors are. We flip through the books, we look at them, we study them, we make sure we got them all right. There are defects that can be swapped out if it's 1 or 2 copies, but this defect went to the entire print run, basically. There are a few people who got the pages in pristine shape, but it looks like it affects a bulk of the print run. So when Mindy was contacted for it, she basically said it's a print run wide problem. Nothing can be done. You can send it back for a refund, and other than that, we can't swap it out because there are too many copies. This was the case with other editions from other publishers. If it's print wide, they really can't do anything about it. So I don't know what could be done, but it was her usual, I'll just refund you. That's their first line of defense. There's no hey, look, we know we royally screwed you guys on this copy with no bonus content, no end papers. And you know what? Jeff Vandermeer didn't promise us anything. The publisher promised us a $150 edition with all the bells and whistles. And they barely gave us a bell. They didn't even give us a whistle. And so we didn't make a deal with Jeff Vandermeer. We made a deal with Cemetery Dance, and they gave us agonizingly long wait times. and a less than product. So you know what? How about all the people that waited 4 goddamn years for this book? Get some sort of coupon code or some sort of discount or compensation when the tragedies pile up thusly. You should compensate us. I mean, come on. Come on. Oh, this garnish is slapping me in the cheek. Oh, you did it wrong? Well, this garnish is just slapping me in the face. Like, I could take it out. I don't want to. Maybe I like being slapped in the face by the garnish. Yeah, it's wrong. It's uncomfortable. Um, it's like, ugh. Oh, it's the snack that slaps you back. Needs a straw. Oh, Fricasse's on top of this. So, anyway. Oh, my hair's like hay. I don't have patience for thin straws. I'm Irish. We like to consume our beverages at speed. At speed. And if you don't know if I'm Irish, check out the leprechaun. That's it's in my skin. Um
This is like it's not a cocktail straw, it's a real straw.
oh, this is like one of those let's save the sea turtle straws. I will take the red one cuz it's clean. So this is like the save the sea turtles. We have multiple straws. Yes. But this suffices cuz it has that. Oh, that's really good. Um, so yes, I am curious, Stephen Dwayne Ellison Jr. How many collectors died? Legit died, not like fake your death died, which I've been looking into. Um, Very few how-to manuals on how to fake your death, but working on it. Um, how many collectors died between when they paid for the book and 4 years later when they get the Southern Reach Around? Which is how I'm going to call it. The Southern Reach Around. So that was all bad enough, right? So yes, I've been scammed this week. Hopefully nobody lost money buying books from the person who is scamming. And then this crease issue in the print run happens with the Southern. Oh, wait, am I back? I'm not coming out there. I'm going to walk around. Nobody's going to see anything. I'm back. Am I back? Oh, I'm flooding back in. Oh, well, okay. All right, everybody. I walked around my house to try to get. Am I back? I'm back. I'm going to plug this back in. I'm back. All right. Okay. The Chiz must have powerful friends. Oh, look at that. Look at me. I'm watching myself. So, okay. All right. So I just imagine that Chiz reached out. But okay, so here's the rub of it. I said, let's all cancel our orders en masse. And I saw that they're doing eBay auctions, and somebody pointed out, yes, if we cancel our Southern Reach Arounds and we send them back, they're just going to dump them on eBay and get even more than the initial published value of the book would be. And that bears out because Midnight Under the Big Top was a $50 book. $50 for that, the numbered edition. There's a lettered, numbered, and that's it. And it was $50. It sold out with a quickness, and it's been gangbusters on eBay ever since it sold out. Well, Cemetery Dance just sold a whole ton. I don't know, 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't know how many PC copies of Midnight Under the Big Top, and the lowest it went for is 130. A lot went for $250 to $300. So they're really cashing in on their sold out editions that they're sitting on. Which, you know what? All things being equal, I think fine. It's it's skeezy as hell. I think that is a shady business practice to think that they're just going to sit on books, dump them on eBay, get more than they asked for them, because it's like they're controlling the supply. And when demand is there, they're cashing in. It seems skeezy. I don't like it. But what can I do? I'm just a guy, other than just not buy from them. I don't know. I did try to they were selling an ambergris. What's up, Scully? Scully, you're doing NSFW stuff. I can't really listen to NSFW stuff. Anyway. Yes, so it's scummy because they also did chapbooks for $200 because he didn't send them out. He never sent them out, and it was ridiculous. I saw the Gwendy chapbooks. Yeah, Steven, you tagged me in that. It's just absolutely ridiculous how underhanded they are. It is. It's pretty underhanded to do that. So anyway, I was just fit to be tied, right? I guess it's a phrase. Is that a phrase? Peter, they did Gwendy chapbooks, like to promote Gwendy's final task. And he's, selling those for whatever. It's okay. Willow, my dog, wants to be up here. Yeah. So that's what you were pining for. It was absolutely ridiculous, but I was pretty pissed about all that. And then in the Jeff Ward Facebook group, somebody posted that that Richard Chismar has just finished Chasing the Boogeyman 2. Chasing the Boogeyman 2. So if you ever had any hope of getting a book on back order, you're going to have to sit and wade through probably the next 8 months of emails about Chasing the Boogeyman 2. Which, if you go to the Goodreads reviews and you really read them, the feedback is interesting. The rating, the overall rating was like what? A 4.3. Let's pull it up right now. It was like a 4.3. So it's actually not a bad rating for a book. Let's see. So but when you read the criticisms, it's 4.01, which it keeps creeping down. The feedback, the 1-star reviews, when I read them, are exactly the same as my criticisms and my hatred for The Girl on the Porch, because that is his writing on Girl on the Porch is so narcissistic, so self-absorbed. It gets in the way of the story. There's no story. It's basically how great his life is, living in this suburban area. And it was ruined when this poor, shackled girl shows up and then turns up dead. What an inconvenience to him and all his little cocktail wiener friends. And, they're ruining the golf. They're ruining the cocktail parties when they have to wonder which one of their friends gets off on killing women. Oh, it's just such an inconvenience. And the whole book is littered with like male juvenile sexualization of women. Like, it's truly 15-year-old boy stuff. And it's like, oh my God, I hated it when I was 15-year-old boy. And it's even more tiresome now that I'm an old ass man. So anyway, a super empath can destroy a narcissist. I don't know. I think narcissists and sociopaths, I don't know. Catching the Boogeyman. Jeff, stop. We don't know the actual title. He's keeping that under wraps. Don't spread fake news. That's funny. Yes, because he flipped it over so we would not see the title. Oh, that's going to be a big reveal because everybody's dying to find out about his idyllic childhood. So the reviews on Chasing the Boogeyman are all about they're tired of his bloviating about his idyllic childhood and all the little places him and his friends used to go. And then, oh yeah, there was a murderer. Anyway, this is the prairie we used to run around in. It was fun. And everybody's like, what? This sucks. So all of his early reviews were raves. I'll never give you a rave on a book I didn't actually rave about. All right? But there are all these people that were raving about Chasing the Boogeyman because of Chismar's proximity to the king. You know, like Vandermeer guessed. You know, he's weighing some things. And I don't buy into that political bullshit, and I don't think anybody who wants to read a good book should. So I don't have anybody to please, but I've never read Chasing the Boogeyman. So in all fairness, it may be a great book. I might read it and just be like blown away and dying for Chasing the Boogeyman, which would be Catching the Boogeyman. And then the third one would be Releasing the Boogeyman. You know, because bail's awful. So we got to release him, no bail, and let him back out to be a boogeyman. Yeah, Boogeyman's going to be his Dark Tower 9-book series. I mean, there's so much to explore. He didn't talk about the 7-Eleven he used to go to. So maybe that's in Boogeyman 8. They're children in adult bodies. That's all you got to remember. I guess you're right. I guess, you know, that is true. My cure for narcissism is just to walk away from it. Although my daughter accuses me of being a narcissist. But I'm a benevolent narcissist. I don't know. I'm late again for Pete's sake. Oh, Pete, you did that for Pete Hunt? I think it speaks volumes that the idea for Gwendy 3, Gwendy in Space, was a joke King made in the afterword for Gwendy 2. And they put her in space. You know, Gwendy, that's where all threadbare ideas go, right? Or treadbare? Is it treadbare or threadbare? Jill, is it threadbare or treadbare? Threadbare. Yeah, if the elbows are threadbare, you know. Yeah. Never too late for Jeff's entertainment. Any missed publisher news? I will have publisher news. You know, you didn't miss anything, Stevie. I just rant. I'm just ranting about my stolen identity this week, and then Chismar. So, I mean, if you've heard me rant about the Chiz, then you pretty much know what it's all about. It's just that they're not doing books they promised. They're not doing the promised books as they promised, and then they're going to put all their promised books on the back burner while everybody gets the books out that nobody wanted. So that's basically it. It is a good looking drink. This is and I'm out of drink, Jill. Yes. So I forgot to seductively say the cherry on top was Chasing the Boogeyman too. Maybe there'll be a Gwendy 4. Maybe this is cheaper than therapy for Richard Chismar. I don't know. Everybody talks about what a great down-to-earth guy he is. Somebody pointed out that he's executive producer on a exploitative B movie called Killer Rack. And that he's doing these sleazy movies. You know, I don't begrudge anybody their creative exploration. I don't think his work should be just crapped upon just because he thinks he's some great guy. There's a lot of authors and stuff that I don't necessarily agree with that I really like their work. And that's fine. I don't have to like him if he writes well, I suppose, if I'm just reading his books. But damn it, I'm a customer first. You know, like, take care of me. I have a book from 2013 that I still don't have. And you're going to be promoting your little pet projects? I don't think so. That calls for another cherry. Gwendy 3 is C-. I read it. It's a C- book. Shh. Lips Sealed About Powers of Darkness. That's the book I'm going to talk about, Stephen. Man, you know, a lot of ins and outs and what have you, a lot of old strands in old Duder's head. I only need 2 Gillian Flynns from the Chiz, and then I can wash my hands completely. I've seen people, they just canceled Gone Girl, Lettered, and Sharp Objects or whatever. I think they might have done Gone Girl, Lettered. I'm not sure, but there are people that just canceled those. They're just tired of waiting for them. And I just gave him some serious coin through eBay for Midnight Under the Big Top. I feel I was talking about that book just a second ago, about how that was a $50 book, and they're getting top coin for it, as you say, on the eBay. So it's sort of a scam operation. They sit on these PC copies, and then they push them out on eBay and get really insane money. So, it's a cool book. It's signed by Brian James Freeman. I'm waiting for my lettered edition. I have the numbered edition. I'm probably going to sell it at some point. I don't know. That's when I gave up on CD, after I finally got Gone Girl after a 6-year wait. That's sick. I'm really just glad that Brian James Freeman got the hell out of there. Levidian is the phoenix from CD's ashes. Amen, amen, Jason. And we are all good people here. I think I can say that without fail. Everybody on this live right now are good people. And we like good people. We reward good people. And Brian James Freeman is good people. And he got out. And I think he was a class act. While he was there, he did what he could. He didn't gossip and talk about his boss. He didn't disparage the company. He really did put all he could into it. And I think he learned a lot of lessons, and he's applying that to Levidian. So, yeah, he's awesome. I still have a few CDs coming, and I'm in a holding pattern. No more purchases from me except from other publishers to use up my CDCC store credit. Yeah, I used up my, I had some store credit that I used to buy Gothic, the hardcover, and trade paperback from Philip Fracassi, his new book. So, yeah, everybody agrees with you, Jason. Christopher Bowers is here. Thank you for being here. I don't know, you're going to knock me off the fence about some book or other, but I'm glad you're here. I Ate Your Waffles is intimidating me right now. I think you have a better library than me. I don't know. I have a very modest library. I'm very happy with my library. I'm digging it. Hello, bookshelves and humans. Books and shelves and humans. Yes. Hello, Hans. Brian James Freeman is a saint. He is. I mean, I got over 4,000 books, but you're top shelf. 4,000 books. I don't know. I didn't count mine. I would say I have 1,000 books, maybe. I don't know. Speaking of Levidian, those McCammon trade paperbacks are awesome. I unboxed mine today, so I'll be posting that video. And I talk a lot about nipples in it, so you're warned. I'll be posting that tomorrow. So, yeah, they are awesome. I do got to get Queen of Bedlam, though. So I got to pick that up somewhere. Brian James Freeman is the canary in CD's coal mine. Well, he's sort of like, I don't want to say this, but he's the rat fleeing the sinking ship. But he's not a rat. But he's the deer running from the forest fire. Let's just say that. He is a deer. He's a deer. I got my McCammons today as well. They look very nice. They are. You're warned about nipples. So it's NSFW, I guess you could say. I didn't connect. They didn't include the first 2 books in the series, but all good. Yeah, they don't have Speaks the Nightbird or Queen of Bedlam. But Brian James Freeman couldn't get rights to those. So he did what he could. I read Speaks the Nightbird, which is great. Then I've got to read Queen of Bedlam, and then I'm going to jump into Mr. Slaughter and all those. So yeah. So that's my rant about Jimmy Stevens and Jimmy Steven. Not to be confused with Stephen Jimmy, who is also the same guy. He's that clever. He is that insidious. He'll just flip the names and he'll just go at it again and try to sell you my books. I don't know. I realize I took some pretty nice photos. I like to see them all curated like that. So thank you, Jimmy Steven. Jackass. Not suited for weaklings. NSFW. Yes, that's true. That is true. Yes, it is very nice paper, Peter. Those trade paperbacks are a cut above. And the first one's signed by Robert McCammon, so you can't go wrong. You cannot go wrong. So what else do we have to talk about? I got to put the dog down. The dog is still here. She's my baby. She's my baby girl. She doesn't know why she's on film, but there she is. Hey, go get Ben. Where's Ben? You going to get Ben? Go get him. Go get him. That's how I trick her into leaving me. She looks at me with betrayal in her eyes. Hello, Megan. Good to see you. I have a somewhat scarce hardcover of Queen of Bedlam in nice condition. Could you take her? Yeah. Uh-oh. She really wants lappy lap. Bam. Ooh, you got her? I had the dog the whole time. Almost the whole time. Hi, Megan. You missed the rant? Yeah, you did. So while the chat was live for me, the video was lagging by 35 minutes until I just now skipped ahead. Yeah, there was a black hole. I think the Chiz tried to shut me down, but man, you know what? It worked. Yeah, my McCammon bottle arrived today as well. Oh, it's dropping. So I'm sorry if I did not say hi to Jeff Jeffers. Well, you just did. I was distracted by booktubers. Same here in Sign. That first hardcover seems a bit delicate, though. Are you talking about... Oh, are you talking about Speaks a Nightbird? The hardcover edition of that? There was a lot of talk about that one falling to pieces. I removed my Jimmy Stevens from the fans of Levidian Publications Group and another. Yeah, you got to bounce that guy. It sucks. Nightbird, it's fat. Fat. Yeah, thank you, Poochie Doggo, my baby. My little baby Willow. Anyway, so, hey, Jer. I'm new here, but hello, everyone. And your channel rejuvenated my love for books, so I thank you for that. Well, that's good. I'm always glad to enable the book addiction. Really, there's nothing better than books, really. I don't think they've invented any technology that competes with the written word. So, although I'm out. It's more like a tequila sunset. Am I right? What? What's the matter? Yeah, I drank it. I drank it like... Queen of Bedlam, the pocketbook's hardcover binding is a little dodgy. I got it. That dog is spoiled rotten. Oh, she is. She's a little bitch. She is.
She's coming back for you.
Glad you could join us, Jared. Yeah, I am too. Thank you for being here. Jason has more etiquette than I do. I'm glad you're here. You mentioned you're new here, and I neglected to say welcome. Because I am that backwards. So... Oh, this little princess wants a spotlight. Look at her. Oh, my goodness. She's like, look at her. She wants a spotlight. She wants a channel. So, Chasing the Boogeyman 2, Chasing the Chaser. Alabama Booksmith has some neat McCammon editions. I'm sure everyone is aware, but yes, that's his bookstore, Alabama Booksmith. The Rechasing. Did you talk about the scam dude? Yes, I did, Ian. Yes, I did. Love the blasé look on the doggy. Yeah, she's a very melancholic doggy. Melancholic. But so yes, so talking about the scammers is a little bit of a downer. So we're going to talk about a couple of nice things. Next week, the working title is Shut Up and Take It. Yes. I think fried chicken and waffles are as good as books and a nice saison. Yeah, it's okay. Fried chicken and waffles are good. Yes, fried chicken is amazing. I love fried chicken. And I can honestly say that for food, as far as food goes, it's kind of hard to top fried chicken in my estimation. But it doesn't go deep. It's not to the soul like a book. I don't know. They have double signed Swan Song copies. It's the Subterranean Press numbered versions, but they're double signed. Oh, come on. How much is that though? I got Swan Song up there from Sub Press. They'll probably want like $800. I don't eat chicken off the bone. I'm weird that way. It's not weird. It's a preference. But there's something animalistic and delicious about chewing meat from a bone. Ribs, fried chicken, it all taps into that animal instinct that make you feel like you've earned your meal. And I think that's what I would have as a tagline for my barbecue joint. It's not human meat, stupid, is the name of the barbecue place. And then it'll say it'll make you feel like you earn your meal. Because I think I'm going to have the people actually kill the animals themselves. Ribs. Oh, I love ribs. Can we talk about ribs? Heretic. $500 for that Swan Song. Yeah, to think I should have bought the letter when I had the chance. Chiz should sell some copies of Chasing the Boogeyman, but only one at a time on eBay through CD. But nobody would buy them. See, that's the whole thing. If after Chasing the Boogeyman and after these Gwendy books, you'll see them littering all over. A Girl on the Porch, Widow's Point, they are littering eBay. Like half the internet consists of Chismar auctions for Chismar books. This is, oh man, it's a new day. It's a new day. Tequila Sunrise with that cheek slapping orange. Slap those cheeks. I use a fork for both chicken wings and pizza. Okay, I don't know, Stevie, what you think goes on here, but I don't think we're down for that. I'm a little triggered right now. That's fine. I love ribs. Ribs. Ribs, we could do ribs. Ribs are a plan B if I get tired of fried chicken. Love me some ribs. Ribs! Pork chops and applesauce. I just had a big pork chop. This is like a pig fetish group. Oxtails. I never had an oxtail. Jill, do we got any oxtails? Oxtail soup. Oh, I would take ribs over chicken every day. Sorry, man. I would take ribs over chicken. Fork for pizza. It's getting weird in here, and I'm here for it. See, he did he slid into it. No, Stevie, that's okay. You could use a fork for pizza. It's okay. Jeff, what did you order in VJ book sale? I didn't. I had 3 books in my cart, and I said, man, I got to stop. I got to stop the bleeding. So I pumped the brakes on it. But I was going to get Upgrade, Sarah Pinborough book, maybe Cross Her Heart. I don't remember. Or Dead to Her. I don't remember what the Sarah Pinborough was. Upgrade was by Blake Crouch. And then, I don't remember. Or maybe a Fracassi book that I don't have. I do have some holes in my Fracassi collection, believe it or not. So, like dry rub barbecue ribs or sloppy Mississippi style sweet and tangy or Chinese pork. Yes, yes, and yes, Hans. Yes. Oh, I scared the dog. She's nervous now. Now she wants down. So I put her down. That's how we win. Oh, yeah. Producer Jill with that Tequila Sunrise, man. Anyone get their SST Moonlake yet? My SST books always take forever in the post. I didn't even get a shipping notice. But I know people were getting those. So, dude, you don't need VJ. Go to the source. Yeah, I was going to do that too. But, yeah. Are you okay, Willow? Willow's not happy. She's mad at me. Are you okay? Now I feel like I betrayed her. Some pig. I saw that on the web. Some pig. So I did try to try out a few presses. Broodcomb, they're on their way. And Chiroterra, 2 books. Excellent for the price. Okay. Beef ribs are awesome. Yes. So we need to have a Western movie night where we eat ribs and then maybe listen to Faith No More. I don't know. Best barbecue novel is Off Season. There you go, Max. Hans. There you go. I've not heard of either of those. What are their flavors? Oh, wait, I just got that autographed Chef Bourdain book, or whatever it is. It's back there. What's his name, Jill? Huh? What's that chef, that guy that did the travel show? Anthony Bourdain. Yeah. Oh, he was awesome. He was more a philosopher and a writer than a chef, but he was an amazing guy. Speaking of Crouch's upgrade, just started it last night. Got the signed numbered hardcover by Goldboro. Yeah, they got that on. They got the UK one on VJ. Anthony Bourdain. Anthony, yes, he's awesome. Awesome. Anthony Bourdain. So, I wasn't getting that Blake Crouch book wasn't part of the summer discount, the half off. So, it was, I forgot what books they were. I just walked away. I said, no, you know what? The bill came to about $70. I said, I can't do it. I can't do it. I walked away. And the savings were like $34. I was getting $34. It was like getting buy 2 books, get 1 free. And I walked away. I pushed away. This is healing, you know? So, Centipede Press, if you want to Jeff your shelf, Centipede Press is releasing Powers of Darkness, the definitive Dracula book. The what is it? The Scandinavian or whatever translation, the Swiss I don't know. It's an early draft of Dracula. It's 800 pages, and it's basically rumored to be the most complete edition of Dracula. That is next Sunday, 9:30 Mountain Time, 9:30 a.m. Mountain Time. That book's going to go on sale. That's next, August 7th. I could be a jagoff and tell you, no, it's August 8th. So, Beef Daddy could secure his own. But I want all of you who want it to get it. Yes, I must be here for Western Movie Talk Night, so please do not do Westerns night on a night I can't be here for. Sure, Hans. Broodcomb is a press I've been side-eyeing for a while. Weird folk horror stuff. And Cairo Terra is more traditional weird fiction. Okay. If I miss Powers of Darkness, I'm going to break things. Philip Fracassi, I have no doubt in your ability to break things. I read Don't Let Them Get You Down. I think you can break things. Got a split good night. I was just going to talk about Fracassi, Flash, but that's good night. That's good night to you. Powers of Darkness is a definite buy, and I think a lot of people feel that way. It's probably going to sell out in a blink. I begged Jared to get on a pre-order list, and he wasn't doing it. So it's going to be. I'm going to be fighting some of you next week, and it's no hard feelings. Once we get out of the bloodbath, we're friends again, right? So I just step away. Some of us will have books. Some of us won't. I'll have a tequila sunrise, and we'll go our. I'll save money if I don't score one. So that's good. Good. It's win-win. Although that will be a book people will be hunting down. Yeah, they will. So I decided I want to trade a Suntop Wolfen arc for an AE of Handmaid's Tale. Okay. My copy of Powers of Darkness is secure. Jason's rubbing our nose in the fact that he's a subscriber. And that's fine, Jason. I like a little bit of braggadocio in this group. Let's brag. That's fine. That's okay. Power of Darkness has been in my sights, so thanks for that heads up. Yes, if you're not on the newsletter, get on it. He said it'll be next week. It'll go live, but it could be a link in the email only. So if you go to the site, you might not be able to get to that book. Fair warning, just make sure you get on the newsletter. Make sure you have everything lined up. You're not in jail the night before for, dragging a homeless guy with your car. Because that has happened in some fiction I recently read. Anybody grabbing that archive edition of Dracula, the briefcase edition? I think I might. Oh, no, I'm just getting Powers of Darkness. What's the details on your John dies at the end? Behind the Skull. Okay, Behind the Skull. Yeah, I got 2. So we're going to talk about that. I plan on it. I got 2. So this is the CD edition of John Dies at the End, signed, limited to 648 copies. I have copy number 646. I wish I would have gotten 648 because then I'd like to have the last one. But great book. Love the book. Hilarious book. And then this is the updated version that was only out in paperback. It's a nice find, and it has more content. At the end, there's a catching up with the characters. They interview each other, or they have a conversation. I didn't read it yet. 10 years after the events in this book. Love this book. Love this series. Part 4 is coming out. I think, Philip, you're the one that turned me on to that. So, yes, you can buy a signed edition from a local bookstore. And John Pargin, David Wong rarely signs. So that's it. Speaking of Centipede, I'm currently about halfway through the cipher. Weird freaking book, but compelling. I gotta read that. I gotta read it. I will read it. I'm hoping Power of Darkness is my first Centipede book. Mitch, I forget sometimes that you're like a newbie to this. Your first Centipede book. So you're going to go for you're going for the Grand Slam. Bam! I want the book everybody's coming for. Well, that would have been Dune. But, wow. Okay. Well, I hope you get it, Mitch. Be there. Have your finger on the button, man. Buy. And, if I had to be like a stock trader guy, I'd be like, this is a buy. This is a definite buy. Chasing the Boogeyman 2? No. Unless you're low on toilet paper. If you're low on toilet paper and you could find a Chasing the Boogeyman 2 in the discount shelf, by all means. Might be a little abrasive, but I bet you the paper's cheap. Jason, it's very bizarre but great. The Cipher. Yes, I studied Western film in college, and I have read biographies for Sam Peckinpah, John Huston, and Sergio Leone. Revisionist Westerns and the golden age of Western television. Oh, that's awesome. What did I miss? Man, that's nice looking. Good. I'm glad you like that, Philip. John Dies at the End is great. Love the book. I wish somebody would do the entire series as a set. Centipede Press or Cemetery Dance dropped the ball. They could have done them all. I don't know why they didn't. This book is full of spiders. Is probably the best one in the series, and I don't have a hardcover of it. I have the paperback. It's the best one in the series, and I wish I had a hardcover. I wish I had an SST hardcover of that, Paul Fry. I can brag. I'm on the Levidian level Patreon. Oh, I don't want to hear that. No, you can only brag if it's not going to make me jealous. Okay. That's the rule. I seen the Faith No More CD and stopped. Well, thank you for being here, James Fetcho. I was playing it. I'm going to have to play it again. But I might get slapped with copyright. Like, I got slapped with an orange slice in the cheek. Land of Sunshine. Yeah. Steven, you see them on eBay all the time. You're talking about the John Dies at the End, Cemetery Dance. They've been expensive. I don't know what they're doing now, but go big or go home. Yeah, Mitch, you are all about that big life. Steven, did you mean the new Library of Weird Fiction edition of Long, or did you snag a copy of the old one? Jeff, you are officially a nominee for my library and my will. No, please, no, don't die. Scully, do not die. Well, he's going to put me in his will. I will cry if I have his books, but I'll take them. Producer Jill's mad that I don't want you to die. See, now she's all conflicted. She's twisted like a pretzel. She's twisted like a little Bavarian fried dough. You're Bavarian dough and you're salty. You're salty, but you go good with beer. You're a pretzel. Lyra's Books has said that pre-order for their Red Thread edition of Gaiman's Coraline was going to be in July, but it didn't happen. I don't follow Lyra's, Amaranthine, Arete. I'll stop there. I just don't follow the three presses because I'm a poor boy with a fuzzy testicle. I talk into the fuzzy testicle, Jill. This is how the show goes, man. I talk to a bucket, I drink a drink, and I talk to the fuzzy testicle. Oh, that's the last one. She just cut me off. That's fine. I understand. Anyone know if there will be unsigned copies of Power? I don't know. That's a good question, Matt. Oh, hey, I'm not the only newbie here. Powers of Darkness will be my first centipede, too. I'm pumped. So many people are going to compete for this book. I hope we get them. I hope everybody here gets them. But, man, we got to be brutal. You got to go to war. You got to be ready. You got to put your tiger stripes on, man. You got to be, like, warrior-minded. You got to get them Powers of Darkness. Okay, I think I was too much. Once you start with CP, you will be hooked. Yeah, Centipede Press is second, in my opinion, to Suntop. But, of course, I think everybody here accepts that Suntop is my favorite publisher. And that's fine. Whether you agree or disagree, that's cool. That's cool. I'm not here to tell you what to think, but Suntop's the best. Centipede Press is second. No doubt. It's Suntop, then Centipede. Boom. For very similar reasons. I hold them in the same regard, basically. But I'm not a completionist with Centipede. But then, in the next level, you'll have Levidian, SST, and Earthling. That rounds out my 5. I'm going to do a video about my top 5 favorite publishers. And yes, so very different reasons, but Centipede Press, you cannot be unhappy with a Centipede Press edition. You can't be. It's just impossible. I saw something mentioned about that book this week. Okay. Oh, good. I need more places to blow my money. Yeah. Okay. I got to get caught up. Oh, Scully's taking off. Okay, good night, Scully. Go take it off. Does anyone know how many Powers of Darkness? Okay, so does anybody know how many Powers of Darkness and if there will be unsigned? I think there will be 500 Powers of Darkness, which gives me a little confidence that it'll stick around for a little while. But it's not going to be like a $500 book. It's not even going to be a $300 book. So there will be more competition for 500 copies. It's going to go quickly. A lot of people are going for it. I'm hoping to secure a signed, but I'll settle if not quick enough. Thanks, Jason. Oh, did Jason say there will be unsigned? Oh, there will certainly be unsigned copies. Okay, no clue how many though. Looks like a CD John Dies at the End just went for 127. Okay, that's good. Okay. CD John Dies at the End is for 100. That's not bad. It was $50. And it's a nice book. The boards are real nice. Let me show you. I'll show you. Let me just show you real quick. So, nice dust jacket art. I think it's Vince Kong. I'm not sure. And then the boards look like that. And it's a rare David Wong signature. So, lots of reasons. And it's a fun book. It's humorous. What Will Powers of Darkness be one copy per household? He might. I don't know if he does that. He might. He might put a limitation on it. I don't know. The Mira Grant Apocalypse Collection at Subterranean looks awesome. Yes. Is it a reprint? If I don't survive the battle for Powers of Darkness, I'll probably grab an unsigned copy of the Cipher if still in stock by that time. Oh, Stephen corroborates that, yes, it will be one copy per household. Two small presses that do not get much mention here are Thunderstorm and Undertow. Both are reliable presses that make high-quality limited editions. I have talked about Thunderstorm. I'm waiting for a Chad Lutzke splatter western from Thunderstorm, and I would like to get. I did an unboxing for. I bought an Undertow paperback. The title of the book was Help Meet, and I haven't read it yet, but Undertow is on my radar because I want to get a copy of The Fisherman by John Langan, and I cannot find that book anywhere. And I'm not even talking just Undertow, but I know Undertow did it. So if I could get a copy of that for cheap, but that's not going to happen. But yes, I would love to get an Undertow book. I just haven't had the opportunity, or they just haven't hit me with that author I need. And but Thunderstorm, I have a Chad Lutzke Thunderstorm somewhere close by, and I have the Anya Allborn Palmetto Thunderstorm. Thunderstorm's good. Paul's good people there. He's good people. And yeah, Chad Lutzke. I wanted to get the Pale White. I think they did the Pale White, and then Lutzke Thunderstorm books. Those are the ones I want. True that. Yes, a collection of short stories, novellas. Yeah. Speaking of Thunderstorms, I think they're releasing a limited Fracassi soon. Yes. Amen to that. What could go wrong? Okay. While we're championing other less discussed presses, anyone that has never tried a Taurus press book should give them a look. They've been on. I've seen them around. Again, man, I cannot go wide. I could go deep, but I can't go wide, and we're just gonna stop there. But I can't spread it out. I can't take on more presses. So I gotta draw the line somewhere. But yes, I've heard good things. I keep checking the Thunderstorm Clubhouse for more. What goes on in the Thunderstorm Clubhouse? It's scary that their forum is protected by password, and it's a clubhouse, and some of those Thunderstorm books are really on the extreme horror side. So I don't know what kind of people are bouncing around there in that Thunderstorm Clubhouse. Hans, now that I know I got a guy on the inside, maybe you could spill some tea. No blood, though. Jeff, are you on the Splatter and Western train? Because I'm curious, how many are letting their numbers go? I'm not on the train. So I'm hoping to get cherry pick the Chad Lutzke. You know what? No, I'm sorry. It's a Chad Lutzke. It's a splatter western that's a collab between Thunderstorm and Death's Head. Yeah. So I don't know if it's going to be an official Thunderstorm book or not. Phantasm Forever, am I right? Yeah, so I thought the movie was good. I liked it. I liked their choice for Paul Giamatti. That was a good choice for an actor. I thought that was fun. I love the books, though. I have The Fisherman from Undertow, and it is glorious, with bright green boards and marble end papers. Now I'm jealous, see? You can only brag so much on this channel around me, and I get jealous. And then I sip from my drink. Oh. Jeff, they all are. Yeah, they all are. I mean, I think they're a lot of fun. I really dig Wong. So, Centipede, we talked about it. Oh, also in 2 weeks, mine are all MM. MM? Anyone else notice that the Arkham House website has disappeared? Granted, they hadn't done much in the last decade or so, but to see it finally gone signals the end of an era. I hate seeing that. And you know what? That's why I fear so much for Cemetery Dance. Like, presses go belly up all the time, and it's not good when like Cemetery Dance just stopped doing its magazine. What are those ripple effects? What are those downstream impacts? And I just don't see good things. I'm in that Thunderstorm Clubhouse right now. It's just a page to pre-order the next few books before announcement. Okay, so it's a collector's club type thing. That's cool. But all right, just I just kind of feel like maybe it might be a doorway to the deep web, the dark web. I'm just saying you might end up in places where there are people tied to a chair over a drain in the floor, and you get to tell people what to do to those people. Like kind of like those kinds of rooms. That's how it feels. Seriously, I just browsed their site within the past month. Oh, that is sad. Yeah, very sad. I used to get the mail order catalog. Yeah, that's an era, huh? Grant used to do that. Jeff, no, I was saying all the SW. All the splatter westerns are collaborations. Okay. I got in because I begged Thunderstorm to let me in the clubhouse so I wouldn't miss any Jeff Strand books. Huh. Yeah, Jeff Strand's awesome. He was on this channel. I interviewed him. And my name's Jeff. So yes, Philip Fracassi. Guys, I don't know if he's still here, but be careful. I read his new book. Or I read his book. Where is it? Hold on. Oh, it's over here. He sent me the ARC. Don't let them get you down. This is still available inexplicably from Zagava Press. It's amazing. It's thin. I had to tiptoe my way through it. I'm going to do a book review on it tomorrow probably. Maybe I'll post that Wednesday. Loved it. 5 stars. Amazing. It is more literary than his other stuff. Gothic is just fun horror, right? Boys in the Valley is historic horror. This is more literary. It's more psychological. It is basically the story of a guy grieving for his deceased wife and trying to get back into the regular swing of normal life, and how that mental illness and depression is this barrier. And you don't understand what it is when your brain is weaponized against you. And this book, if you've never had depression or anxiety issues, it'll be an education. But it's beautifully written. It's an amazing book. An amazing book. But like I said, I had to tiptoe through it because it's so real how this person has these panic attacks that I just had to take a break. You don't want a book to, I like to read to escape. I like to get away from reality. And sometimes you have to go through the door. You have to go into it and through it to get to the other side. And there is some stuff in this book that's so real and it hit so close to home. I just had to kind of give it a break for a couple days and then get back to it. And once I did, the story is incredible. It's not that you have to understand what people go through when they have these episodes to enjoy the book. But if you have ever experienced it or know somebody who has, you'll have a deeper appreciation for the book. And if you didn't, then you'll get an education, but you'll also get a great story. And it's a beautifully written story. I could see why it wouldn't get such a wide audience. I don't know, because there's a lot of people that are more genre readers. They're more horror, sci-fi, fantasy readers. And this is a bit more on the literary side. Like I said, but like Butcher Boy, like The Road, that's a great thing. I think for me, it'll get a 5-star from me every time if it's well done. If it is truly well done, and this book truly is well done. It's an amazing book. And I'm glad I have it coming from Sagava. I'm actually going to send this copy, this arc, to somebody who I know who will like it, and I think will love it. And it's a great one. It's a great one, and I'm just like loving all the Fracassi books I've read. Very different, like I said, Boys in the Valley, Gothic, Don't Let Them Get You Down, Commodore, to name the ones I can name off the top of my head. But all very different, but great books, great reads. Oh, you're welcome, Philip. You're welcome. It's amazing. I'm missing a few comments. But anyway, yes, 20 copies remain. It's worth it. It is so worth it. I actually kept looking at the lettered, like, can I spring for it? But I gotta, like I said, there's a theme that runs through it. I'm getting old. I'm getting broke, and I'm eating dog food right now currently. Yeah, I'm drinking tequila sunrises. I'm all right, but I looked at the letter and I'm like, damn, this is a book worthy of that. It is worthy of that price point. Amazing stuff. So get it. If you're a Fracassi fan, and you like that little, like again, it is more psychological. It is more an exploration. But I gotta say, it's like therapy too. There's certain parts of the book that again were triggering, and I'm like, I really read it, gritting my teeth, like what's gonna happen. I know the tightrope this guy's walking. I know what could go wrong, what could go right, and the perils on both sides of going wrong and going right. And so I was gritting my teeth through it all. But there's a lot in there that is sound advice and like really great stuff that made me think about things in kind of a new way. So love it. So 20 copies remain. Go get it. I would scoop it up. The numbered edition is very reasonably priced. For a limitation of $199. I mean, come on, get out of here. We're Fracassi fans. It's a harder sell for literary books to get a wide release because they're just not as appreciated as those thrillers or those page turners. But they're so much more deserving, in my opinion. I don't know. That's my rant. I'm going to do a review of the book this week. I'm going to get Fracassi on the channel this week. We're going to chat, right, Philip? So we got to set the date for that. So we'll talk. Oh, Stephen Dwayne Allison Jr. loved Gothic. And no, I have heard of Eric LaRocca, but I've never read him. Jeff Strand is fun reading. I recommend Bring Her Back. And Dead Clown Barbecue. Yeah, I got to read those. I collect all LaRocca's stuff. Dark Depths, Dark Screams, The Stand, waiting on them since 2017. Jesus, I want my money if they really might go under. I don't know if they're going to go under. I will say that Cemetery Dance is going to sell some trade editions. Go buy Gothic from Cemetery Dance. I highly recommend it. They're going to come through with it, and they're going to sell it. And it'll keep that blood, the cash flow going through the organism. They're going to get their back catalog out, and then they might just do trade editions, which is fine by Beef Daddy. I think if they do trade editions, I'm here for it. But yes, I think you've got to hang in there. Dead Clown Barbecue is an amazing title. Yes. I'm curious if both the lettered and numbered will ship around the same time. Yeah, I don't know. I almost bought the lettered multiple times. My turn to be jealous. I want that Fracassi arc. Well, I'm sorry, Hans. I promised it to somebody. I told the person I'm going to send it. Good night, Ron. Good night. Take it easy. Eric LaRocca is in my books of horror, and his books are a constant topic. That's a group to be in. Books of Horror on Facebook. I'd rather just send Philip his cut directly that he get from CD and wait for the VJ copy to read. Well, Philip's going to get his cut. If you buy from CD or if you buy from, I think we need VJ and CD to sell many, many copies. And then CD will do another printing maybe. It's a print on demand type thing. So I already ordered the trade paperback and the hardcover. It's quite a deal. Quite a steal for a great read. It's my second tequila sunrise, so we're coming up on the hour here. What else do I have to talk about? My reading comprehensions. I know I just raved about a book, but my reading comprehension is really bad. It's funny because Zagava has copy on their site for Don't Let Them Get You Down. And it's this little passage about about the main character throwing himself off a tower, a parking garage roof onto a car. And I didn't remember reading that passage in the book. So I texted Philip and I'm like, is that passage not in the arc? He's like, dude, it's in the first chapter. So I went back and I looked and I found it. I'm like, oh my God, it's totally there. And I remember the events that immediately followed that passage. I'm not going to spoil anything for anybody. And then it gets into some really heavy duty stuff. And I can understand why my old foggy brain had the panic attack eclipse that passage, that verbatim short paragraph. I can understand it, but man, I was embarrassed. I'm like, man, I got to do better with reading comprehension. So the next book I'm reading this prologue, and I'm like, when this author is dropping a lot of names of people and artists who were popular at the turn of the century in the year 2000. I'm like, when is this story supposed to be taking place? I'm like, oh my gosh, when are the events happening? And I kept reading and reading and reading. I'm like, I need to know. So I flipped to the very front, and the prologue has a date there. It's like literally the first two words you read say the month and the year, 2000. I'm like, so my reading comprehension, I am an impatient reader. I think I'm just going through sometimes and I'm jumping in, and in some parts I'm not really recording information. So I don't know why I needed to confess that to you all, but I had to. Now I feel better. I do. Thank you. Do you send me a bill, or how does that work? I feel like I just went through therapy with this book. It's a cleansing book. It really is. You go through some stuff in this book. Brilliant book. 5 stars. 5. Not 10. I'm just showing you 5 twice. Yeah, my brain is wandering. It's sort of melting. Like it's sliding and melting and liquefying, I think is the... I'm getting looked at. Jill, I had an outage, man. I had an outage. Wait. This is Hans Curtis, by the way. Shiloh is next. But right now I'm enjoying Freaky Briefs. Yeah, I got to get that one, Freaky Briefs. Jeff Strand's like 75 short stories in a book. Like, how short are they? I need to make an apology to Chad Lutsky. I talked about Slow Burn on Riverside, which was a book of his that I read that I loved. And I referred to it as Riverside Blues. So apologies to Chad Lutsky. Don't think that went by unnoted by me on the last live when Chad was here. He's not here now. Oh, great. We got the bots are here. The bots are here, everybody. I think Jill called them in so I'd get off the channel. And the last thing I want to say is that Attack of the Bots. Yeah, the bots are here. The love chat, XYZ. So the last thing I want to say is Butcher Boy Numbered is on the way soon. Butcher Boy. No, I didn't read A Child Alone yet. And you know why? I'm sorry, Ian. I'll make you a mod. A Child Alone, I didn't read it yet because Philip, yes, he told me I had to wait. He has made edits to the book in such a way. But then you did send me, Philip, you did send me a electronic ARC, a PDF. I just can't read on my screens. I'm a tactile animal, man. So I don't read PDFs, but I should read it. But you have the bound ARC. It's right behind you. It is. But that's old. Yeah, it's right there. It's over there. Child Alone. And I have to. He told me he made so many substantive changes that I need to wait. September 27th. Yeah. So I'm waiting. I'm waiting till it's the right time, man. Right around the corner. Oh my God. But I do have it on pre-order from our friends at VJ. I'm sorry that it's not getting the promotion it deserves, but you know what can you do? You know, what can you do? You're going to just show everybody up, Philip. You're going to sell so many books, it's not even going to matter. It's not even going to matter. So that's it. Butcher Boy's en route. Butcher Boy is another 5-star read from me, just like this one. I can't even review this on Goodreads because there's no one put the ISBN on there. So as soon as this is on there, I'm gonna do a review. And Philip, I don't know if this is gonna get a trade release, but it should. It would be amazing if it did. The channel should do a launch party for Child. Oh, that's a sweet idea. Or it could be a Fracassi Freaks thing. Yeah. Oh, Zagava's going to do a trade paperback. I did not know that. I'm going to need that. I'm going to have to get that. Wait, did you announce when the interview with Philip Fracassi was? No. We want to do it this week. I just got to nail down a time. We're going to chat. We're going to talk. We're going to have some laughs, some beers. I'm saving my Jeff Ward Stout, my last one, to talk to Philip Fracassi because seriously, I need to talk to somebody about this book. Great book, man. Honored that he'll talk to me about it. Honored you're here, Philip. Great stuff. So that said, I got my Jeff Ward Stout ready to go. 11%, baby. Oh, it gets fuzzy at the end. It gets fuzzy. Reality blurs around the edges. It's a beautiful thing. It's better to go to it's a quicker route to a parallel universe than Blake Crouch's cube. Who needs a cube when you got a Jeff Ward Stout? The parallel universe usually ends up in a cooling drunk tank, but you know, that's fine. So anyway, I'm going to call it a night because it's a night. I'm going to hop off. I'm glad you all stuck with me through that little technical difficulty. Reality should be a little fuzzy. You need to take that edge off. So I'm going to call it a night. So much more to come. I'm settling into my new house. No more going back and forth to Illinois. We're good. Someone just needs to buy that house, so please buy the house. But until then, enjoy the journey. My daughter asked me to tell everybody that. Enjoy the journey. Those words, I think she's going to get them tattooed on her forearm. Enjoy the journey. And then on the other arm, she's going to get stay frosty.